field back. And as you can see, we've got our butcher shop in now. And there's one truck that just got done unloading. We've got another one up here. He's already unloaded. He's just taking a break before he heads back out. We have one guy bring us in. It's on the West Point here. We got some sheep that come in and some cattle that came in. So we're going to go ahead and get them on. Just to get the production going. We do have two of those. Which that cost us about $6,000 selling the farmer sold the product to us. I told him he was okay to go ahead and sit there and hang out for a little bit too. But we've got the butcher shop in. We got another food factory in here where this field must be. We gotta start converting fields to production farms. Because that's not the people right now. As you can see, probably have to turn it off, but it looks like some of the stuff is already houses. Where is the sugar? So yeah, I have my greenhouses set to automatically distribute the product. So we have no peas, we have garlic. We might just let it go a little bit longer just to let some of this other stuff get going. It looks like we have some stuff coming in, but not quite ready to do anything with. Like green beans, we don't have a lot, so we'll just keep letting it fill up until we're gonna mow some stuff that needs mowed. Check the forecast, see when it's supposed to stop raining. About 5 o'clock. So let's go in here and we'll go to 6 o'clock. Will allow us to watch TV and stuff while it rains. Alright, we're good to go. Now we can hop back in that mower. We're just going to mow up this space here. I did change the oil production from that big one factory one back to the small ones. It needs barrels, but once you get them in there, again, like I said, I do it a little different to where in the game, you take those barrels from the oil production, the crude oil, you put them in there and they just vanish. But in my case, I bought those barrels. I'm going to use them until they don't work anymore. So the truck is going to pick the barrels up from there and take them back over to crude oil production. Keep that going. But we're going to get this all cleaned up here on this side. And then, in addition to getting them mowing here, we might go over and take a look at, I think the sheep's paddock is still here. If it is, we're going to add some sheep so we can start getting some wool And then, of course, they can go into meat processing as well now. And I'll also take a look to see if we want to do pigs now that we have them somewhere to go without just, taking up resources and only producing a slurry product. So we're going to keep expanding here. Yesterday evening, I did manage to get the rest of the trees out of the middle of the field on no one's land for that first field. So it is now just about ready. I got to get some more trees off the headland so that the tractors will be able to move freely around. Finish getting it tested. We'll get the fertilizer over there. And then tomorrow we'll be back over there we'll get the field planted, and also everything should be in place so that we can get the cows and the chickens onto that map. Pretty sure I got all the feed in. I will double check that tonight to make sure, because I've got some finishing touches to put on everything. Tomorrow we'll be able to get a field planted there and get the animals in. So I'm going to just mow this area up here, get it clean, and then get the slaughter out, collect it, take it over to silage. There's a good possibility that starting next week, some of my live streams will not be Farming Simulator. They'll actually be outside as we get things going for the season out there. Also going to get some videos going of the planting prep inside, where we get all the things together for starting seeds. We have some regular little plant starters, and then we have a couple of arrow gardens that we're going to get planted too. We'll make sure to get all that out, get that recorded so you guys can see that process from how we do it. And then there's a couple things that you will see the results if they actually turn out. I want to try to start doing some plant cuttings. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to, that mower deck that's on the front of this thing has been bothering me for a while. I don't use it anymore since I've got the big mower now. So we're going to actually take this and put it back here. And then I don't know, we'll see eventually if I'm going to just set it up to sell it or put it on a different tractor to use it. should not take very long to scoop up here. And then I'll actually put a road so that you're not having to drive through the grass to get to the gas plant there. Yeah, there's more space back here. I would like to have as many different processing plants as I can. The more the merrier. I do want to keep some green space though. Can't have it be all concrete and buildings. Like after I put the butcher shop in, I did put some trees back there to kind of liven it up a little bit. The thing that I have realized about this map that I'll have to see if there's a way to add one, but there is no animal. So for me to get the sheep, I just have to go here and add it from right here. So I have, let's see if this, there we go. And what I need to add to make it ready. Yeah, it's got some food. It's got the meadow. Let's see if there's a spot where I can actually see that stuff. Go in here. Sheep barn. Yeah, it's full of food. It's got the meadow in it still. That's the only thing the sheep need. So let's put some sheep in here. Okay, 4 of those. Four of those. Four of those. We'll just get 4 of each. And we're gonna get the baby ones. Uh, And yes, that includes the goats. So that'll give us give us a good start on that. We just gotta go find them here. There's one. There's another one. These are just babies, so they got a lot of ways to go. There they are. Are they all hanging out back here? Yep. So all the babies. And we're off with sheep production, which will give us wool, and then we'll be able to take them to the ranch when their time is done here. Make sure that door gets closed. All right, let me find one of my trucks. Yeah, so we've got 3 combines on hold. I have way too many vehicles apparently. Okay, we'll just use some. Alright, I'll take you over and show you the change that I made to the crude oil. It's right there. Yeah, I put 6 of these guys in now. Instead of that one weird looking plant. Now we just gotta start producing oil. Then I can truck around trailer to load them up. Then we're good there. What else do we need to do? Let's see. Go to production point. Okay, so what I'm going to end up having to do is I want to take this one out because I don't want, because with the automatic distribution, I'm guessing this is getting some of that. So I don't want that to continue being, and it also looks like it's not, I'm going to change output so it starts producing pallets because I don't think it's actually sending it. Otherwise, these guys wouldn't still be showing that much in there. I don't think it's sending it to the warehouse, which is kind of. But anyway, like I said, I want to get this one again that wound down. So I got to get. I might just transfer all the stuff from this one to the other one, so that it can start going on the other one. Get the product out of this one. Up in there. We're actually going to go to the warehouse real quick and see if it's got any of that in it. Yeah, we've got some stuff in here that needs to get taken and put to production points. That was in here before I started, or before I dropped that one in. But let's see, there's grape juice, chili peppers, potato chips are good. There's a pallet of pickled chili peppers. Okay, so that one's sending it through it. Those will have to populate and get them transferred to well, I need the planks to come out so I can get them over to yeah, so it looks like there's some things that aren't transferred to the new one. Those guys need to get picked up and taken to No One's Land, so we'll be dropping those off tomorrow when we get there. So I'll have to go get the trailer. So yeah, the work has begun to get this one transferred over to production points. I have many more that I'd like to add in. I am going to end up probably purchasing all of these, especially the sawmills, because I have a lot of wood production that's going on. I have let me look. I gotta find where I wrote it down. I have 117 trees currently waiting for somewhere to process them at. And that's after refilling the one on No One's Land. So if I buy the one here, or buy the two here, because this one builds prefab walls too, so that's awesome. Is it that one? Let's go get the so yeah, first thing is you can set it right now. It's the cost. That's good. So it's bought. It's not making any noise anymore because I still have to I now have to get it loaded, which means some of those trees from that are in storage will have to come over. But I also want to clean up this in front of it. So I'll get the mower, get it over here to start cleaning this up. And then what'll end up happening is I've got this. Where's it at? Hand billet. I've got this one right here. That once it finishes up with this wood, then I'll um, set it down and sell it because I don't need the little ones when I have the big ones. And this map has two big ones on it, so I don't really need the tiny one that I put on. So once it finishes processing all this wood, then I will be able to start or to take this one offline and then probably like what I've been doing with the rest of them, put another greenhouse down. Which I think this one was set to distribute as well. Let's find out. Yeah, everything is set to distribute here as well, so it's doing its thing, what it's supposed to do. We're all good. We've got the raspberry production points here. There's 3 of them. Yeah, 3 of them on this map, 4 of them on Iowa Plains. And the raspberries themselves go to Iowa Plains because that's where the process and the jam plant is for them. But my goal is I'm going to get a lot of production going on here. Some of the points will be duplicated. I have several greenhouses here. I might start putting down single purpose greenhouses. So like each greenhouse will grow one product. That way when I pull up to it, I know what it's got and it's focusing on that one product. Instead of right now, I think I have my greenhouses doing like the open air gardens, they're producing everything. That'll probably stay the same. But like I will have several more mushroom greenhouses set up. Some of them will do the enoki, some of them will do the oyster. Um, and there won't be that way each one of them is focusing on one particular item. And I get some oil over to the I have oil to put in there that came out of the other one before I sold it. I've got that. So I'll get that done. I've got contracts. I can do contracts. I just don't. So got the chicken coop. I've got the 2 little chicken coops on at the main house, and then the big chicken coop, and then I have water buffalo. Which, as you can see, they're not producing very quickly. There's 10 of them. But I might switch the water buffalo out for regular cows. I don't, we'll figure that out. But yeah, we've got the sheep that have multitude of varieties. And of course, we have the wool and the goat milk from the 4 goats. We'll probably end up if they start doing well, we'll throw some more goats in there. And then, of course, we hope that they start reproducing on their own so that I don't have to keep buying them. And then as it goes on, I can just um, take some out as it fills. Same with the chickens. They are not at maturity age yet, but once they get mature, we'll be using them to get more chickens produced. And then, of course, this one's got a long ways to go before it fills because there's only 110 chickens in there right now. It'll hold 1,000. So we're a long way from being full. But also, as the chickens age out, they stop producing eggs, so they'll be producing meat. Other production points that I'm probably going to be discontinuing. I have the preserved food factory that doesn't have the corn that's producing right now. That one's probably going to get shut down. That sawmill is going to get shut down. The oil mill, I have a second one now that does. Yeah, I have one that does corn as well. Um, and of course, because I have distribution on it, it's getting some of the other stuff as well. Which one do I activate? Activate olive because it's got olive oil. We'll activate sunflower because those are what's being put in. The rest of these, I think, have to be, they're not produced in a greenhouse. They're sent from, or they're coming from the fields. So corn I can get. This germ of corn, I have to figure that one, how to actually get that. That's still a learning process coming from the the corn production package that has been produced now. This I haven't seen anything come out of. I don't know if it's going to actually produce anything. So this one, it's sending it to the greenhouse or the warehouse now, I believe. But this kind of stuff, like this large greenhouse, I will put up 7 of them, and each one of them will be producing each item instead of one of them trying to produce all of the material. Raisins, looks like it's not. We'll have to go, yeah, it won't send it to the warehouse. It sends the grape juice, but not the raisins. So weird. So we'll have to let's go visit. So skip sent. So you have to manually collect the raisins. We'll get this all set up and ready to go. In fact, we'll take the truck over there right now, and here we go. We'll pick up those raisins from with the truck, and then this truck has no headlights. It's like white light doesn't produce anything outward. There's a couple pallets in that barn that we need to get sorted out too. So yeah, one of the things I'm going to keep an eye on with this warehouse is finding out what material is going to it and what material is not. If the material doesn't go there, we'll have to manually transport it, which once the build is done and we're just dropping all stuff off at it, then it's going to be a lot easier to try to keep track of them while we're still trying to build as well. Because as I'm learning, I'll know which ones I have to go pick up and which ones are automatically sent to the warehouse for distribution. And almost there. The raisins are going to go to Iowa Plains. The store there has been really wanting some. They haven't been able to get them in for a while. They don't. So interesting. It was there. I'll have to track that down. Oh, it did end up going to the logistics center. It did end up going to the warehouse. It must just have to sit out, be generated on the pallet first. Interesting. Anyway, so we're going to send him over to the warehouse. But as we do that, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye for the day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to support the channel, uh, right now you've seen a lot of Farming Simulator because that's what time of year it is. However, here within the next week or so, probably even starting Monday, um, we're going to start having a lot more content outside showing how we're getting prepped for the growing season. So really appreciate it if you guys would hang out with me. We can go through that, watch that. All of my updates will be on my Facebook page, Gavin Farm BUR. You can also check out the website at gavinfarm.com. And with that, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.